Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2017, where today we are featuring the first Evolutions card from in our channel rather. It is Beedrill, as I announced on Sunday on my Facebook page, 120 HP and Swarming Sting. Now Beedrill has a very special place in my heart because I did get top 8 at Nationals once with it, and the year that Beedrill won Worlds, and I was this close to using Beedrill at Worlds. I ended up switching to Palkia like before Worlds, and I stuck with my choice, but I was this close to going back to Beedrill right before Worlds. Like in the morning of Worlds I was contemplating. So I'm very excited to have a viable Beedrill once again. No retreat cost. The old card style is really nostalgic for me. I didn't play back when base set was released because I was very young, but I don't know, the cards look very nice with this retro style. So that's Beedrill. We want to use I didn't talk about this. We want to use Swarming Sting, which does 40 damage times the number of Beedrill you have in play to one of your opponent's Pokemon. You'll most likely be 2-hit KOing different things, hopefully one-shotting Shaymin as you try and set up 4 Beedrill or 3 for most of the game. And now I'm running a very weird draw engine. I have one Mew-EX to help us get that Beedrill swarm going without sacrificing Beedrill, and then I have a 1 Remoraid, 1 Octillery and 1 Shaymin-EX as my draw engine. I'm trying this out. I generally don't think Beedrill is going to be the most competitive deck, so that's why I'm exploring a little bit with this 1-1-1 draw engine, which I don't know, just something I wanted to try out. Besides that, we have a lot of consistency cards here. We have 4 Sycamore, we have 3 N, we have 1 Lysander, we have 1 Teammates, which has been crucial in my testing games. I almost beat a Volcanion deck with Beedrill. Why did that make that sound? Okay. 4 Verse Seeker, 4 Ultra Ball, 3 Trainer's Mail for consistency purposes, 4 Forest of Giant Plants, which of course is ideal in order to get those Beedrills into play. Then we have 4 Experience Share to make sure we conserve energy and we can always use Swarming Sting. 1 Town Map so we can choose our prizes and make sure we can get 4 Beedrill out in time. And then 3 Level Ball because they search for not only Weedles and Kakunas but also Remoraid and Octillery. And then 3 Revitalizer because they get back immediately a Kakuna and a Beedrill, a Weedle and a Beedrill, a Weedle and a Kakuna, all of those in any combination you want. So the idea here is to swarm Beedrill, make sure you get a ton of them into play and start damaging whatever is a threat from your opponent. That's the general idea. Now, I did play a few test hands, a few test games with this deck. It ran a bit clunky, so I worked a little bit around some of the trainers and stuff. The teammates went in, and I don't know. I'm not feeling too confident about the list, but I generally don't think Beedrill's even gonna make it as a tier 2 deck. So I mean, don't set your expectations too high, guys. Sycamore, we are going second. Wow, this hand is hideous. We have Sycamore and 2 Verse Seekers. Okay, and we're gonna have to sacrifice the Mew to start us off with, so that is obviously not great. If we get a Beedrill into play, then we can copy Poison Sting. We can also copy Weedle's search for family or call for family attack, I believe. My opponent seems to be AFK, or he's taking a long time choosing who he wants to start off with. Hopefully that means he has a bad hand. Hopefully it doesn't end up timing out. He does say hello back, so we know he is there. So hopefully he hurries up. There we go. So I will bench the Remoraid just in case we are hit with a turn 1 end. We get that into play, we make our deck thinner by 1 card, and we wouldn't mind shuffling back those Verse Seekers. Wow, so my opponent starts Poniard. That's obviously not an ideal starter for him, and could give us some survivability for the first turn. Discards an energy and discards a Verse Seeker. Now, honestly, we are a stage 2 against a basic Pokemon attacking deck. If he does end up attaching Fighting Fury Belts to the Xerneas, we're gonna have a really hard time 1-hit KOing. He hits the Max Elixir. So yeah, we are right off the bat in a pretty bad situation, and the worst part is if I attach my energy and I don't get an experience share, or I don't get okay, that DC in the discard is good, or if I don't get a Weedle or both or some, I don't know, it's gonna be a very bad situation here. Okay, my opponent did get rid of two Verse Seekers, just like I will be doing, so that's cool. This Level Ball does find us, I mean this Trainer's Mail does find us a Level Ball, so at least we have that going for us. I might actually just forgo, we have one Weedle Pride. We actually have a whole 1/1/1 Beedrill line priced. Wow. Okay, multiply. So I'm just gonna power up the Weedle. If he has a Lysander and energy to retreat, he has a Lysander and energy to retreat. We do, however, okay, with the Ultra Ball, I'm going to find Shaymin, and therefore I discard the Ultra Ball and the Lysander. Yep, I go for Shaymin. I can play down another 2 cards, which is great, except for the fact that I don't really want to discard this experience share. I mean, I have to play it on the Mew, just in case he has something like an escape rope. There's a Shaymin for 4 more cards. Wow. I even get the whole Beedrill line going on turn 1. That's pretty amazing. And now I have to pass. I can't do anything else. If he does get the KO on the Mew, at least I can end him. But finding 2 more Weedle, 2 more Kakuna, and 2 more Beedrill off to get a KO on that Xerneas. Okay, well that can potentially help us in achieving that. Hopefully it doesn't find a Fighting Fury Belt. Why? I mean, I have to be realistic. I actually have to be realistic here. I was never gonna win here, guys. Let's just move on, okay? With that hand, I'm not gonna be able to do anything at all. My previous hand was okay. That hand, meh. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, seriously guys, I'm using Beedrill because it's a hyped up card. I do want to test it out, but just in theory, like, it's just not gonna happen, guys. It's just not gonna happen. Maybe my draw engine is not ideal. Maybe I should be doing something like the Vileplume decks with acrobikes and 4 Level Ball, 4 Ultra Ball, a ton of Shaymin. Maybe that's better. That might be a better use of resources. Now we also can't seem to start a freaking game. We generally cannot seem to start a game lately. Okay. So an okay-ish hand, but if we don't find an energy, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble. We are going to be in a lot of trouble. Okay, double Pikachu. That means the new Raichu got that, and my opponent passes. So I guess I'll take this opportunity to set up my first Beedrill. There's a Kakuna priced and there's a Beedrill priced. I mean, last game we had a whole line price, but obviously it did not matter at all. Obviously it did not matter at all. Now there's the N, there's an energy, there's a trainer's mail, the experience share. I'm lucky that we do get it. I mean, I guess I'll take the N. No, I'm gonna take the Forest of Giant Plants. Probably a bad idea to do so. I don't know. Probably should have taken the N, but I'm gonna give. Like, I gave my opponent. He drew past, and I literally gave him a brand new hand to work with. So there's a Raichu. All he needs is a DCE and another basic Pokemon to KO my poor Remoraid. There's the DCE. He's obviously gonna find the other basic Pokemon. There it is. And once again, there's just no way. Okay, my opponent does counter Stadium, so that's good. Now my Forest of Giant Plants play seems okay. He finds an Eevee, so I was gonna say, if he played down a Zubat, we'd be at risk of getting KO'd. Now that he has the Eevee, he can turn his Raichus into fire type Pokemon. I run 9 energy. There's already 1 energy in play. What are the odds that I draw like this? And now, yeah. Not even close, Pablo. Not even close. Okay. I mean, I have to try, right? There's no way I get 2 Beedrills out right now. I don't even have a Stadium. A Forest of Giant Plants. I would need Forest of Giant Plants, 2 Kakunas, and yeah, there's just no way. Even if I draw perfectly, which I do not, I get 3 supporters. I actually get 3 supporters. Okay, the Revitalizer kind of helps us. 40 damage, nowhere. No, the Revitalizer doesn't even help us. I guess I'll use Poison Sting, because if he leaves Raichu up, that's better for us. We're still not in a good position. There's his KO. If he finds a DCE, he can retreat. If he doesn't find a DCE, then at least we threaten the potential KO on the active Raichu, and we are going to end my opponent, so that's good. Discards another Stadium, that's really good. And there's a Flareon, so never mind. Now it's gonna be pretty much impossible here. It's gonna be really hard. And just okay, I was about to say, like, every time we try to end we seem to help our opponents rather than hurt them. But at least he did play the Sycamore. Does find a DCE, but decides not to retreat, which I do not agree with. I will pick one energy there. I will pick the other energy there. So at least we get to conserve those energies. Now, who do I promote? I guess the Weedle. But yeah, we need so many cards. It's ridiculous. Well, that helps, I guess. That kind of helps. We need a stadium. Actually need a stadium and a Beedrill off of the end. And even then, he has the energy, so he's gonna have the return KO. And sure, we do find the cards we need, but at what cost, guys? At what cost? He has to discard one Pokemon, and I will KO the active. And then what? I won't even, like, unless I get a Beedrill, no, unless I get a Weedle off of my prices, then maybe I have a chance. No, not even, because all I do is 80 damage. Maybe I should retreat. Maybe I should retreat here and stop being so aggressive and just give up the Shaymin. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna not be as aggressive. 70 coming into my turn. If I KO the flare, if I somehow set up the third Beedrill, then maybe, like, if I KO the Flareon, if I somehow KO the Flareon, I'm never gonna find my, yeah, I don't even find a second, and I cannot attack with, Mew. Ah, man, this is so bad. Teammates? No, I guess Versus Seeker. Basically, as long as Flareon is in play, there's just no way for me to win. I generally doubt my opponent is going to let the Raichu get KO'd coming into my turn. Well, apparently he will. Okay, so the prize card might help me. The prize card might actually help me here if I grab the Beedrill. And I do not. I grab the Octillery. Okay, now. Okay. That kind of helps. But now I wish I had grabbed the teammates. Now my deck is really thin. It's so thin that I could see myself risking, like, I have revive. Yeah, I have so many outs. I have so many outs to pulling this off that I'm gonna take the risk. Come on. Oh, that is so close, guys. Okay. Still, we're not out of the woods yet. Don't get me wrong. Do I want to keep the Verseeker? Probably. I mean, he shouldn't be able to get my Beedrill, right? So, how many energy do I even have left? Just the one energy. just the one energy. Okay. So wow, that was really close. I almost didn't get it. But my opponent has one card in hand. We're gonna get rid of the Flareon. Our prize card once again could be a helpful card. It's like Kakuna, I guess. Not too helpful, honestly. Does find a trainer's mail. Hopefully he whiffs here. Hopefully he whiffs. But yeah, he has 2 attacking Raichus. Yeah, ugh, that energy. That energy. Yeah. Okay. He grabs a Lysander. So now we have to end. And not only that, we have to hit our energy. Otherwise, well, I mean, sure, I can still retreat. Revitalizer and energy. Oh, so close. If I had hit any piece here, if I had hit any single piece of the puzzle, of a Kakuna, so close. Okay, I'm gonna retreat here. And now, see, the thing is, I'm very tempted to just target Shaymin. Because, no. Yeah. I have to actually. I have to target the Shaymin. If I had hit the other piece, that would have been amazing. If I had hit any grass type Pokemon with the Revitalizer, I would have been good here. Okay. No, that's what I didn't need. No, come on. Are you kidding me? He has over 30 cards in his deck, and I end him down to 1, and he gets a Lysander once again. I had a shot, guys. I genuinely had a shot. I genuinely had a shot. Oh boy, Beedrill, man. Seriously, guys, try the deck out. We seem to be at a huge disadvantage every time now. Try the deck out. Maybe use a more aggressive engine to get all the Beedrills out, but I don't know. I'm not convinced. I'm not sold. The damage output is just too low. It's generally very, very low. Okay. So my opponent will mulligan here, which is kinda nice. Huh. Is this some sort of Mega Break Rainbow Road deck? Is this really it? Now, if it is Mega Break, oh, come on. We were gonna have to be really careful with our experience share attachments because Mega could one kill Beedrill with a single experience share. Oh boy. But yeah. And there's Volcanion. Man, yeah, the meta's just not good for Beedrill, guys. We do win the coin flip. That just means he's gonna get a turn 1 attack on us. I have no words. There's no Beedrill prize this time, but what are we gonna do? Discard a Beedrill immediately ourselves. Experience share on the Remoraid, because why the heck not? I'm gonna discard it anyways. And okay, this is kinda nice. Okay, so at least we're gonna get something done. We know no piece is prized, right? Yeah, we do know that. There is a whole 1/1 line in our discard pile now though. Okay, I'm gonna evolve all the way into Beedrill. Sorry about the choppiness, guys. This will be improving, hopefully by next week. In theory, by next week, I should have a brand new computer, so the choppiness should be resolved. Why? Why must this happen? Ah, boy. Okay. I'm gonna have to discard another Beedrill line. That just really sucks. It really, really sucks. Okay. There's an Ultra Ball. Discards an N and a Fire Energy, so my opponent will not be helping me with that N. It generally would have been a great deal of help. I mean, we can't seem to get even like 2 Weedles out per game. We can't seem to be able to do that. My opponent might respect the fact that he maybe shouldn't. Okay, he will. Maybe he shouldn't play down Shaymin, because that's an easy target for us. What? It's like we think we have a bad hand and then we get an even worse one. And the fact that we ourselves are discarding our Beedrills means our Revitalizers will end up just not getting us enough cards. Oh boy. Okay. I mean, I guess I can Lysander the Volcanion. I guess. Like, just based on my opponent's cards and whatever, I'm gonna bet he has a Floatstone or a Switch already, or an Olympia, or any sort of supporter. There's a baby Volcanion, there's a Sycamore, yep. So he probably runs at least 3 Floatstone. My opponent does respect the fact that I'm playing Beedrill and therefore Shaymins are a big threat. There's a Floatstone, so I'm just gonna concede here, guys. I mean, our only Beedrill is about to get KO'd. Man, I don't feel like playing this deck anymore. I don't know. Wait, why did we get points on the ladder if we just conceded? Okay, let's give Beedrill one last try. Let's give Beedrill one last try against Mr. Puppy Pants. Mr. Puppy Pants. Like, guys, Firo is more competitive than Beedrill. Eradicate Break is more competitive than Beedrill is. And we're not going first, which is bad news for us. Our hand is absolutely hideous here. It is absolutely hideous, and my opponent will okay, so he will mulligan once, and we saw Rough Seas, we saw Rainbow Energy, we saw DCEs. Huh. Okay. We get a Beedrill. He starts Regice. Uh-oh. There's the TCE. There's the Rough Seas. There's a Trainer's Mail. There's a Ninja Boy. And immediately... Is this Vileplume? Is this Vileplume toolbox? No, we see 2 Max Elixirs already in the discard pile, which is good news. In an ideal world, we find... a forest of giant plants. Off of our Trainer's Mail, or potentially our Shaymin drop, plus whatever supporter we do end up using, maybe. Okay, so more setup for my opponent. Hoopa. Energies in the discard pile. Hoopa will surely find a Shaymin, and I guess he'll reveal Jolteon and maybe Glacian. Okay, Glacian and Manaphy. Now, I did see in his mulligan Rainbow Energy, and we did see Max Elixir, so that's a really bad combination. And he's also running Lightning Energy, so we know he has Jolteon as well. That combination of energy seems honestly awful. It generally seems awful. Okay, so 1 Kakuna is priced. No Weedles are priced. Shaymin is available as well, so I'm gonna grab the Weedle. We haven't set up Octillery in a single game either. Okay, man, the game is just so freaking choppy right now. Okay, let's Trainer's Mail. And nope, it's not gonna happen. I guess I'll end here. Now, I do, don't I? I'm gonna attach an energy to the Weedle. I'm going to Ultra Ball to try and get the stadium with Shaymin, and by putting Beedrill and Kakuna in the discard pile, if I end and find a stadium and a Revitalizer, I can still get the turn 1 Beedrill. So that would be pretty cool. There's Shaymin for 3 cards. Finding the stadium would be amazing here. We do, wow, okay, that is very, very nice of you, deck. Very, very nice. Okay, we're actually gonna get, we have 1 Beedrill in play on turn 1, and we have another Weedle with a Kakuna. That's such a novelty for this deck. Now, the fact that my opponent, wow, I almost misplayed there. The fact that my opponent has Rough Seas means we should target not only Shaymin but Hoopa as well as our primary targets for Beedrill. I already attached an energy. I'm gonna end because we can potentially find more Weedles and more Beedrills and more setup cards. Nope, never mind. Never mind. I mean, sure, we still can. There's the Trainer's Mail. And, I mean, I guess I'll take the Verse Seeker simply to thin out my deck by that card. I'll play down the Mew. And let's Poison Sting that Regice. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, the big issue here is Regice does 2-hit KO Beedrill. It actually does, guys. We could, however, KO Regice, and that would be ideal because actually targeting whatever has energy is most definitely our best play. Now, worst case scenario, he finds a Rough Seas. There's a Max Elixir. Now, he is going to hit, I'm guessing. Yep, he does hit, but I don't know, the energy count here seems really awkward for my opponent. But yeah, that max elixir really helps my opponent out in this situation. It really does. Unless he whiffs the energy, I'm not liking my odds here. As per usual with Beedrill. It is Beedrill, guys. Don't use Beedrill at a tournament. Use it at a league challenge. Or use it at league. Have fun with it at league. Or use it on PTCGO. That's also fair. Just don't use it anywhere else. Mr. Puppy Pants is taking his sweet time. Okay, apparently he doesn't have anything else. That's good news. Okay. Now, once again, do I find a Beedrill, guarantee the KO? I guess so. I mean, I don't like getting rid of my stadium nor my Versus Seeker for a single Beedrill. Oh, man, the game is so choppy. I really hope the new computer fixes this, or else I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble. Okay, there's a Beedrill. Not gonna touch an energy. I'm not gonna. Or I could simply target Shaymin. Yeah, I'm gonna do that because a turn after that I could then target Regice. My opponent didn't attach an energy, didn't play a supporter, didn't do too much else. So maybe I'll get my first two prizes off of that Shaymin. Could have also targeted Declaration, but I feel like my best play here is to target down Shaymin, target down Manaphy as well, and target down Hoopa. Hopefully a one-hit KO on the Manaphy, that's what we need. And I guess I'm okay with not having anything else in my hand if my opponent doesn't have anything in his hand. Yep, he simply passes, okay. So that's how you win with Beedrill, guys. You make your opponent draw pass. You actually make your opponent draw pass. Okay. There's a KO on Shaymin. Great news. Absolutely great news there. We get two prizes, a Revitalizer and a Kakuna. Neither of which help us in setting up another Beedrill right now, but it does help us in replacing the active Beedrill if it does get KO'd. The active Regice is slowly getting KO'd. That also helps us in potentially, if the active Regice gets KO'd, KOing the benched Regice might be easier than KOing the Hoopa. Yeah, my opponent draw passes. Okay, so this is how you win a game with Beedrill. This is actually how you win a game with Beedrill. You make your opponent draw pass every turn. Okay, now Manaphy's my target. It's too bad I don't have a third Beedrill. It's generally too bad. Does my opponent top deck out of this situation? I would love for him to find a Rainbow Energy right now. That would be pretty cool. Because he would put Regice at 110 damage and he would get KO'd on coming into my turn. But no. I mean, Regice will get KO'd and I'm gonna KO Manaphy. So I'm gonna be down to one prize card now. To my opponent's 6. And I could generally not ask for a better situation. We find another. We had two Revitalizers prized. That's pretty sick. That is pretty bad, guys. We find a level ball. That's cool. But I'm not gonna end myself down to one card, am I? To try to find my single Beedrill? Obviously not. Obviously not. Who does he promote? Because he can no longer free retreat with mana fee. He can no longer threaten us with anything but Glacian. Promotes Regice. That's an interesting choice by my opponent, because I am down to one prize card. I mean, we were going to target Regice anyways, but that just means he has less odds of attacking us at any given point. And with 2 Beedrills powered up, there's just no way. Yep. Woo! We win a game with Beedrill, guys. We are so good. My computer is slowly dying, guys. The deck's not really good. That is the conclusion I come to after this video. I mean, try it out yourselves. If you find different results, definitely let me know. But I don't have too many high expectations of Beedrill. Like, I had average expectations of Beedrill, and they just went a little bit on the low side. So maybe someone will find a way to make it work. Maybe paired with Mega Break. Maybe something like that. But anyways, that's gonna be it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. And I will see you guys on Friday for some Mega Pidgeot action. Hopefully Mega Pidgeot pulls through a bit better than Beedrill did. Thank you, guys. Please leave a like if you can. Takes 1 second. And I will see you guys on Friday. Bye-bye.